Junior Orange Bowl Creative Writing Award Ceremony.
I think it is on. Better?
Yes. Okay. I just wanted to remind you a couple of things before we start, and the first one is to please turn off your cell phones and other mobile devices. And the second thing is to please get one of our calendar of events on the way out. We have a lot of great events, almost one every day. We have Patty Smith coming tomorrow to autograph books, so please check out our website and check out our printed calendar of events. And at this time I'd like to introduce the president of the South Florida South Florida Writers Association, Dorothy Danhurst White.
The sweaters came off and remembered that we were living here in Miami. This is a particularly wonderful event for me because I actually grew up in Gables. And I went to David Fairchild Elementary School, Proenza Junior High, and then Gables Senior High. And that was all back in the 70s. So anyway, I decided to indulge in a little bit of nostalgia. So I rode my bike to the Metro Rail and then took it, I lived in Kendall, US 1, and took it all the way to Douglas and then rode my bike the rest of the way. It's amazing what's changed in this, in that since I was growing up. But I remember the Junior Orange Bowl parades, and back then there was the regular Orange Bowl parades, and all that civic involvement, all the enthusiasm was present back then. It's wonderful that it's continued on to the present day, and I was happy to judge the contest. Be one of the judges. I've done it twice in a row now, and it was a wonderful experience. The essays were fantastic, and we just have a great bunch of young people coming up behind us, which is inspiring. And I want to thank all of you for turning out today to help honor them and to participate in the South Florida Writers Association, which is a wonderful organization. And welcome to all of you. And now we'll be hearing from our program director, Jonathan Rose.
The easiest program to direct, because all I have to do is turn it over to the friend and co-author, Ilan, who's the chairman of the Junior Orange Bowl Writing Contest. She's also an athletic board member of our organization. This is a very important time for our organization because this is our part of our outreach to the community, and very important. It's very important to mentor young writers. It's one of the most important things there is, because only by passing on what we know and love about writing can we continue to foster interest in writing. And that's what we're here today about. And I now turn the program over to our co-author, Gilhuly.
Thank you, Jonathan, and thank you, Dorothy. Welcome to the 24th Annual Junior Orange Bowl Creative Writing Contest Awards Ceremony. There is so much to love in nature's realm in South Florida, and we have so much to protect in the greater world in our midst. As Thomas Jefferson observed, for if one link in nature's chain might be lost, another might be lost until the whole of things will vanish. Nature and the environment are the essence of this year's Creative Writing Contest theme, which is why we need to care about nature and the environment. This contest was open to 8th grade middle school students in private, public, and home schools across Miami-Dade County. We received 145 submissions this year.
Wow, that's really good.
The winning essays express care and concern for manatees, majestic trees, and endangered animals of the North Pole. Essays were evaluated in 3 rounds of judging. We created blind submissions for the judges in the final round to ensure fairness. And the Junior Orange Bowl Creative Writing Contest is co-sponsored by the South Florida Writers Association. And this event is part of our literary mission to reach out and inspire young writers in the community. The Creative Writing Committee has a number of event sponsors. They are Books and Books, Miami Art Museum, History Miami, and Friends of the Everglades. These sponsors have provided gifts for winning students and teachers, and Books has been a literary home for our writers group for some time. We are joined here today by distinguished members of the Junior Orange Bowl Committee, including President Dallas Brown, and we have the chair of the Royal Court Search Committee, Isa Granada, and we have Junior Orange Bowl chairs, directors, and volunteers, and Executive Director Mark Vidal. And we are graced by the presence of the Junior Orange Bowl Royal Court, and they're right back here. Queen Michaela Penarello, 9th grade at Somerset Academy. We have Princess Renee McFarland, 8th grade at Carl Springs Middle School. And we have alternate Princess Hannah Jellin at Devon Air K-8 in 8th grade. And we have members and board members of the South Florida Writers Association, contest judges, sponsors, and guests from the community, and also some very fine photographers. And we all come together to honor our 3 winners of this essay competition. We will honor their teachers as well. And these outstanding young writers are Diana Proenza from South Miami. The winning teacher is Mrs. Allison Wood-Grignon. Yael Rosenberg from Rabbi Alexander Esker's Hebrew Academy. And the winning teacher is Mrs. Jennifer Ohana. Gilhuly from South Miami Middle School. And the winning teacher is Mrs. Allison Wood-Grignon. As a tradition, we have a chance to hear all 3 essays read aloud, and quite thankfully, all 3 winning students are here today. And judging for this competition was based on the following judging criteria, beginning with splendid prose, attention to theme, depth of meaning, depth of expression, originality, genuineness of voice, and grammatical correctness. Allow me to please introduce the judges of this literary competition. First round judges, Lenore Van Wagner. Lee McKinnon. Second round judges, Dr. Dorothy Danaher White. Kara Nusinoff, who is in New York at the moment, sends her best wishes, and Georgina Marrero. Our final round judges were Dr. Steve Leibowitz and Tony Washburn from Friends of the Everglades. I have the pleasure of judging all 3 rounds of this essay competition. Do we have Mr. Alan Farago here?
Yeah.
Yes, good. Okay, I will invite Jonathan.
Well, thank you for all being here early on a Saturday morning. Thanks to the South Florida Writers Association and to the Junior Orange Bowl for continuing its traditions in Miami. I just want to thank you on behalf of Friends of the Everglades for spending some time and energy thinking about the environment in Florida and what the environment means to us all. I'd like to address a couple of comments to the students who are here and the winners. Congratulations to you. And also to the teachers. You know, as writers, our work is to tell stories, and everyone has a story to tell. And I hope that you as students will continue to tell stories. One of the things we learn from stories is character, and character reveals and holds our interest as readers. I hope each one of you will spend time doing that in the future and not just in the 8th grade. Because one of the biggest challenges we have is persuading our generations, and I'm not talking about my generation, I'm talking about yours as 8th graders or as high school students or as college students, about issues like the environment. And unlike fiction, where character reveals, when we write about the environment shows us our own reflection. And I think we know that, especially in Florida, where the Everglades, which is the focus of our interest as Friends of the Everglades, shows us that we have struggled to protect nature, and sometimes we succeed, sometimes we come up short. But all of you will be living with the big consequences, and your children will be living with the big consequences of what we've done as an industrial society to the environment. And it's extraordinarily important for you to figure out ways to communicate with your peers who may be unconvinced, who may not believe that protecting the environment is the most important thing we can do to ensure the sustainability of our own species. Because when we write about the Florida panther, or when we write about the endangered manatee, when we write about birds or wood storks, and the threats that they are at the edge of, we're really writing about ourselves. And we're writing about our own situation in this planet, in this world and on this planet. Now, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas founded Friends of the Everglades in the 1960s. She lived to over 100 years old. She was a remarkable woman. She received the Presidential Medal of Freedom before she passed. And she was the daughter of a newspaper publisher, so she had writing in her genes. And what I'd like to, as I came up here thinking about what to say to the young writers here, I tried to imagine what Marjorie Stoneman Douglas would have said. And I think what she would have said is to encourage you, and that you should be the voices, you should be the spokespeople for your generation. And I hope that all the teachers here also understand the importance of cultivating young writers, because you guys really are our future. So thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to you. I know your time is precious, and thanks to the Junior Orange Bowl and to the South Florida Writers Association. Thank you very much.